All right, Unit 0, Worksheet 6. This skill is one that you can use throughout the rest of the year and throughout the rest of math. You can solve any equation that comes out evenly using this method. There's another way. If it doesn't come out evenly, I might show you one on this worksheet how to do that. But throughout the year, if you will learn this, you can solve any equation on the calculator. I want you to do it by hand too, but when it comes down to the test, you can do it this way. All you do is you take one side of the equation, and let's go in here. We're going to turn our calculator on, and we hit this y equals. What we're going to do is we're going to put one side of the equation in y1. So we're going to go 2x minus 6, and then we're going to put the other side in y2. And it doesn't matter. I did this one the other way. You get the same answer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which side you put it on. All right, so now if we hit graph, we're going to find two lines. And where they cross, the x answer is going to be our answer. Okay? Now, we're not going to find it here on this table for right now. I just want to point that out for later. What we do is we go second, and above graph says table. So what we're looking for is we're looking for the place where y1 and y2 are the same. And you may need to scroll down. And there it is. So we have 8 and 8. They're both, this side is equal to 8 when x is 7, and this side is equal to 8 when x is 7. So our answer is, the solution is x is equal to 7. Now if I go back and I put this in, you don't have to do this, but if I go back and I put this in, I got 2 times 7 minus 6, that should equal 8. So 2 times 7 is 14, minus 6 equals 8, 14 minus 6, 8 is equal to 8. And without actually solving the equation by hand in any way, we just found it right here on the calculator. All right, so on this other one, I already did the calculator part, so I took this side and I put it into y1, which I got to from over here. I clicked y1. I clicked y equals. And I plugged this into y1, this into y2, and then I go second table, and I would get this. And I'm looking for where y1 and y2 are the same, the x value that goes with that is going to be our answer. All right, so now this one is a little bit different. So when I plug this one in, I have x and y1, I go x squared equals 9. If I look on my graph, these things hit twice. So that means there's going to be two solutions. So second table, and we already have the table here, so we'll look here. y1 and y2 are the same where it's 9, so one of my answers is -3. And here as well, so another answer is +3. And if I put these back into my problem, I have 3 squared equals 9. And that's true. 3 times 3 is 9. And I have -3 squared equals 9. And that's true also, because a negative times a negative is a positive. So this one has two solutions. All right, so now for the rest of them, you just need to plug them into the calculator. So you go y equals, and please don't just watch this. Please do this on your calculator. I'm going to give you an opportunity to do some of these, but I want you to actually see how this goes. So 4x goes in y1, and 8 goes in y2. Again, we're looking for where these two lines cross. Sometimes if you look on this table, one of the reasons I point this out is I can tell it's somewhere around 2. So if I go on my table, I don't have to hunt around quite as far. So at 2, so right here where y1 y1 and y2 is 8, x is 2. So the answer would be x is 2. All right. Next one. You have 3x. Remember, you have to use the minus 5 equals 4. Kind of look on my graph. I can see it somewhere around here, maybe around 3. So, sure enough, 3 right here, 4 and 4 is the same. So the answer is not 4, it's 3. All right, number 6. Under the y equals, we have, now this one you have to have negative because it's not between two things. It's negative 3x. If you use that negative one, if you try to use that one, you're not going to be right. Negative 3x plus 4 and 2x. This, you need to use the minus because it's between two signs. Minus 6. Oops. Sorry, 2x. So you go into graph just to take a look. It's going to be somewhere around here, around 2 or 3. And go to your table. And it's right here, where y1 and y2 are the same. X is your answer. All right, so now we go on to the next ones. I'm going to leave some of these for you to do. I do want to point out 2 of them. I'll do these with you. So just the only thing is you just got to be really careful to put in exactly what it says. So in the y1, I'm going to do number 9. You just put in exactly what it says. Parentheses, x minus 3, close the parentheses, parentheses, x plus 4, and then that equals 0. Take a look at your graph. You can't see the 0 one. It's right here. If I go here and make this bold, you can see it better. See, so that's where it goes. X equals 0 is right here, right? I mean, y equals 0 is right here. So it'd be there and there. So there's going to be 2 solutions. One of them's here, where it's 3. And there's going to be another one there at negative 4. Now this one down here, 12, is a little bit different. Let me show you what happens on 12. 11 and 12, actually. So let's look at 11 first. So on 11, look what happens. You have negative 3x minus 3. Be careful to get all those signs right. On the other side, we have negative 3x plus 1. Now look what happens on this one. Looks like we only have one thing, right? It's because, if you look here, they're always the same. So when they're always the same, the answer is x is all real numbers. Or infinite solutions is another way you could write it. Because no matter what x is, this is going to be true. And the reason is when you distribute this, you get negative 3x minus 3. They're the same exact expression. Now this one, you got a similar problem, but a little bit different. So if we have x squared and negative 9, if we look on our graph, that never touches that. So since they never touch, if we look on the table, this is never going to be negative 9. See, the lowest it got was 0. So it's never going to hit negative 9. So on this one, there is no solution. Those two can never be the same. If you notice, you can never have a square root of a number being a be a square of a number being a negative 9. Now, if I put positive or negative in here, the answer is going to be positive. All right, I'm going to leave the rest of them for you to do. And remember again, at the bottom, you need to pick one of those and explain in words exactly how you did it on the calculator.